Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. Have you ever been driving along some highway at night, or maybe some dark back road in the country, and thought you saw something out of the corner of your eye? Maybe you stopped to investigate, or maybe you just kept on quickly driving and gave it no mind. An animal, a figment of your imagination, or maybe something sinister. Join us as we take a look at some of the top 10 most cursed roads with scary backstories. Number 10. Dead Man's Curve. It's said that there is a faceless figure that haunts Dead Man's Curve, which is a dangerous intersection in Claremont County, Ohio, where routes 222 and 125 meet. The figure can show up as different things, like a faceless phantom, which is also described as a black silhouette, a ghostly green Plymouth Roadrunner, or even a driverless Chevy Impala. Can you even imagine driving down the road and seeing a driverless car go past you? It used to be a two-lane road until 1968, when it was straightened and widened into a four-lane. However, with the original design, it curved sharply at the top of the hill, which caused many deaths. A month after the road was widened, an Impala carrying 5 teenagers was hit by a green Roadrunner that was going 100 miles per hour. After this incident, there were sightings of a faceless hitchhiker. Most sightings are around the time of the accident, between 1:20 and 1:40 a.m. So if you are ever on this road in the late hours of the night, keep an eye out for the faceless hitchhiker. Number 9. Riverdale Road. Riverdale Road in Thornton, Colorado is lined with cottonwood trees, and also where you can apparently see the hanging bodies of slaves from the light of the full moon. Furthermore, a phantom Chevy Camaro can sometimes be spotted on the road ever since a car accident took place in the 1970s. The driver tragically died, but it apparently hasn't stopped him from challenging other drivers to have a race to the death. That is not all that wonders Riverdale Road either. You may even be able to spot a lady in white looking for anyone who will pick her up. Unlike many other legends of a woman in white, this one disappears right before she enters your car. Number 8. Clinton Road. There are many different things that occurred on Clinton Road. Like a victim of the Iceman's killings, a mafia hitman was found here. There is also a historical marker that can be found down the road, Cross Castle, which had been burned down and now lay in ruins. When curious hikers go to visit the place, strange things happen though, like random seizures, disturbing visions or hallucinations, and even finding bruises at random parts of their bodies. The most common story about this road, however, is that of a young ghost boy who returns your coins after you throw them into the water, although it is unknown which bridge he is actually at, since there are multiple bridges along the road. Are you brave enough to tour around to find out? Number 7. Devil's Washbowl Road. Legend says if you look close enough in the woods off of Devil's Washbowl Road in Vermont, you can spot something that goes by the name of the Pig Man. Few speak of him, but Jeff Hatch decided to tell his story. At 18 years old, he and a few friends would hide a stash of drinks in a sandpit behind the cemetery that was near their school for after-school hangouts or dances. One night, they were at a dance, and a few people headed off to the sandpit, but they came running back in fear. They described seeing a thing like no other. It was all white, was the size of a man with the same shape as a human, but had the face of a pig, which is how it got its name, Pigman. Reports of residents' dogs and cats coming up missing were rampant. Around the time of the first Pigman sightings, a rumor spread that a fair-haired teenage boy came up missing from Darby Farm in Northfield. Some residents say he became Pigman. Others think that he became Pigman's dinner. Number 6. Edmonds Road. Along this road, you may be able to spot little people with very large heads. They go by the name of melon heads, and the stories of how they got there differ from person to person. Some people believe the melon heads live in a series of underground tunnels, and they jump out to scare people when they walk by. So if you're not one for jump scares, do not follow the trails that lead into the woods off of this road. There is also another road that connects with Edmonds Road called the Sawmill Road, which is often referred to as Dracula Drive by some residents due to these little melon head creatures. Number 5. Casablanca Tunnel. This is one of the most reported on haunted tunnels, and it has become famous among the locals in Indonesia. It is said that the area was a mass grave before the tunnel was built over it, and now the dead seem to haunt it. Many people who pass through the tunnels say they have strange experiences, like seeing a woman dressed in white. It is said she was killed there, and now she roams the place waving at random people passing by. It's said that during a full moon, you are able to see a man who was hanged near the entrance, and if you are driving through the tunnel, you should be on full alert, or stranger things may happen. Number 4. Shades of Death Road. The Shades of Death Road, sometimes referred to as just Shades by locals, is a rural road that goes on for several miles. It has become the subject of numerous local legends due to all the things that have happened there. One of the legends is about a group of teens headed back home from prom night when they crashed into a ditch, killing one of the passengers. It is said to this day, on dark and slippery nights like the one she died on, you can see her ghost wandering around the sharp curve that ended her life, still donned in her prom dress. It has even been dubbed as the most haunted road in the country. Number 3. Annie's Road. When some people go to Annie's Road, they say they have an eerie feeling, which makes sense when you find out it is among one of the most haunted roads in the world. The legend goes that a bride was killed along this road, and that her spirit continuously makes itself known to travelers. It is said that her car had been hit by a truck and dragged, tragically ending her life. Now, sometimes you can see her trying to hitchhike alongside the road. Most people believe she is a real person until they see her disappear right in front of their eyes. Would you stop to pick her up, or would you keep driving? Number 2. Boy Scout Lane, Debuse Lane. Boy Scout Lane, also known as Debuse Lane, is a dead-end road with no outlet, and it has become associated with a number of ghost stories and legends. According to locals, the road got its name due to a group of Boy Scouts who were killed on a camping trip between the 1950s and 60s. However, there are different versions of the story. Some say they were killed in a bus accident, while others say they were killed by their troop leader. There are many different variations to the story, but they all end the same, with the Boy Scout troop haunting the roadside forest. Number 1. Bloody Bride Bridge. This Highway 66 bridge is known as the Bloody Bride Bridge and can be found near Boy Scout Lane. Local legend says a bride and groom were killed in a gruesome car accident on their way home from their wedding. If you are to park your car in the middle of the bridge, it is said the bloody spirits of the bride and groom will appear in your car. There's also another legend about the bridge where just the bride dies, but the same thing will happen when you stop in the middle of the bridge, minus the groom. Thanks for watching. Which one of these cursed roads would you be willing to journey down? Let us know in the comments. I think I would, but only with the windows rolled up. Before you travel on to watch another one of our videos, be sure to subscribe, click the bell, and give this video a like. And be sure to buckle up.